Hello! Yes, this is me again for digressions, meditations, and reflections. I skipped last week. It was not my intent, but it was very busy week. Mostly not because of work, but because at home we were cleaning up our attic. So I have a new son coming to our lives. So me and my wife are trying to do some things in the house to just create a better environment for our family. And cleaning up the attic was on our list. So throughout the week, I had some help there, but there was some things that I had to do on my own. Um, why I think it's important sharing this is not as an excuse for what happened, but because from cleaning up the attic, it came a lot of insight to me. It was cathartic in a way, as you start thinking about it as an analogy to our minds, the attic of our soul, let's say. And sometimes we just have residual things there, things that don't belong there, things that are there for way too long, and now they're just crippling and creating mold in the corners that we barely shed light on. So it was really helpful to go through these experiences. I was really, literally having light bulbs light up where there were none before, and digging through this garbage that not necessarily was mine, that I acquired from someone else, that was just old things that need to be cleaned out, and make space for new things, for organizing things in a way that I want them to be. And at the same time, also seeing value on things that you didn't recognize before, that you didn't see there before. So it was a very, like I say, cathartic experience because of that. Because for every moment of stress, every moment of anxiety that I felt when I was in this very enclosed space, I just let go of it as I was literally shoving trash in this bag, and just thinking that this is not mine. Why am I carrying this for so long? And at the same time that I'm doing this, I'm looking at the potential of what is to be there, and this space that new area has in my life. So again, comes in place of an analogy to our minds. So when was the last time that we stopped to reflect on what is old, the old beliefs, old patterns, old habits that we just need to kind of like get out of there, old systems that are not ours, that are inherited and that we just carry through generations, spiritually or genetically, and it doesn't belong to us. And also learning to live with some things that you cannot get rid of, that is just so deep between the cracks, that the best thing that you can do is cope with it, is live with it, and know that you can add layers that can protect you from it, but sometimes you just can't move certain things. So in this conversation today, I want to talk about how cleaning up the attic was insightful and an inspiration to look at awakening through the lenses of angst, anxiety, and anger. Because there are moments that we just feel frustrated, and we feel hopeless, or feel helpless, And we cannot go over and we cannot go under. We need to go through it. And it's when we go through it that we really trailblaze, and that we become brave within our own empowerment, and we find awakening in that. Awakening meaning beyond the spiritual enlightenment, but insightfulness on just living life present in what we're doing. Because the frustrations come from the expectations of what we have or we don't have, and how we can really let those expectations aside. Expectations about people, expectations about behavior, expectations about the moment itself. And when we embrace what is happening, when we're mindfully attend to it, when we improve the quality of the attention that we give to what is in front of us, then this insight can come. We give opportunity to our minds to really process things and to connect things in a way that is through awakening. So I'm making this short video, which actually I did record in the beginning of the week, but unfortunately the sound didn't work. So I'm trying a different way today to connect with you, to keep the conversation going again. And I want to know, when did you experience awakening in your life? And I'm not expecting or wanting an answer about like this, again, state of enlightenment that so many people seek, or that they go through in different parts of their life. I'm not talking about, a Kundalini awakening. I'm not talking about the channel to the universal source. And although those are true and very valid, but I believe that we need to integrate that knowledge into everyday life. That's what I work on every day, and I believe that we all should, because of what this three-dimensional world proposes to us. So every day, and on the dawn every day, we have the opportunity to experience awakening, to awaken to action, to really align our purpose with living purposefully, and not looking in exterior motives or things that are so way beyond us, when what we really need is so close to us. So again, like the question is, when did you go through this awakening? What was that awakening to you? What was that insightfulness that you felt, that it motivated you to reveal and reevaluate the things in your life? I hope next conversation doesn't go that far apart. So till next week, or the next episode, or the next video. Thank you so much for sharing space with me, for listening, and for connecting. I'm Felipe, and just leave comments below. Bye bye.